So we have a huge narrative breaking out in the crypto world and in the world. It's AI. And if you are underexposed to AI tokens, you may regret it. So I want to show you why AI is going to be such a huge narrative, and a lot of money, trillions of dollars, is going to be flowing into that AI niche. I want to show you 3 tokens that I personally hold and think will do extremely well with this AI narrative. So if that excites you, hit that like button for me and let's go straight in. So if you've missed the news, OpenAI, the company behind ChatGPT, one of the biggest tech breakthroughs of the last decade, they can now not only do text and images, but they can now do realistic video. And here are some examples on Twitter of using it. It's called SORA. And I was in the gym when my friend was telling me about this breakthrough, and he was just like, oh, you won't be able to tell the difference between these AI videos and real life. And I'm like, okay, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to tell the difference. Show me the videos. As you can see, I cannot tell the difference. This is insane. Photorealistic. At the moment, the limit is 60 seconds per video, but you can see the prompts here. A giant cathedral is completely filled with cats, and there are cats everywhere. You look, a man enters the cathedral and bows before a giant cat here. Just incredible graphics. It's entirely created with AI, and there's a lot of examples out there. And I mean, this is day 1 of AI generated video. Look at the refraction and the reflection of the actual diver. This is 100% AI in the water. I remember playing Frogger, the video game, and being like, wow, this is amazing. And that was day 1 of video games. This is day 1 of video AI rendering. Now, I talk about rendering because you've seen NVIDIA's rise. It's now the 4th biggest company in the world, behind Saudi Aramco at $1.8 trillion. The headline was that it's now bigger than the entire Chinese stock market. Why? Because they produce GPUs. Graphic processing units is what GPU stands for. It's a technology that allows computers to process graphics. And of course, with the advent of AI and AI creating graphics, what does the world need more of? It's literally, the bottleneck is actually being able to process everyone's demands. And of course, the demands are absolutely flying. And that's what has led NVIDIA to a $1.8 trillion valuation. That was before video. And if you think that photos are GPU heavy to produce, I mean, videos are so much more. If you ever tried to save a photo to your computer and it was like 10 kilobytes, and then you save a video and it's like a gigabyte, and you're like, that's a huge difference, and it's going to need a lot of GPU processing power. Now, why does this mean anything for something like crypto? Well, you can see here, this is render token. Now, render took off when the AI photo generation came out, and it went from $1.11 all the way up to $7. If you look at the market cap, it was up at $1.2 billion just based on, this was just around OpenAI coming out and people having higher needs for GPUs because of AI. You can see it's since spiked back up here. It's currently at a $3 billion valuation. And this is essentially decentralized cloud computing. So you can rent GPUs from all over the world, unused GPUs. It's like an Uber service. If there's someone with a passenger seat in their car and they're driving somewhere, you can rent that. Here, it's like, oh, you've got a GPU in your computer and you're not currently using it. Why don't you get paid for someone else to use your GPU while you're not using it? That's render. But this isn't one of the 3 tokens of the video. This one is one of the blue chips in the AI space, already in the billions of dollars. But there is a lot more exponential demand predicted to come. This is by MacNBTC on Twitter, and he's got this graph here of an exponential curve in the predictions of how much GPU processing we're actually going to need. And okay, I threw the word trillions out earlier, but that's legit what is going on in the AI space. Now, this isn't just in the crypto space, but of course it's going to flow through to the decentralized solutions like Render and a couple of others I'm going to show you in a second. So Sam Altman, the founder of seeks trillions of dollars. He was actually looking to raise $7 trillion to reshape the business of chips and AI. Now, if we go over to the top AI and big data tokens in crypto, which are going to need to fulfill a lot of this demand, you can see the market cap is currently $33 billion. And you can see they're actually going on quite an excellent run at the moment, with a lot of them up 126%, 92%, 82% since the advent of SORA, which is what I showed you at the start, the ability to be able to produce videos using AI technology. Imagine someone just typing in a movie prompt. An entire, what would have cost hundreds of millions of dollars, can be produced in the matter of minutes. But this leads us with the question, which AI tokens are the ones that are going to actually be taking off? Well, I've got three for you, but I've also got my personal take because Crypto God John actually tweeted, you can probably just put your entire net worth into AI coins blindly and 30x your net worth in 18 months. And I actually don't disagree with him because crypto, once again, is entirely narrative based. And although we have this strong fundamental need for these chips and the decentralization of them just to fulfill the demand that's going to be out there, you still have tokens that are not crazy, that are absolutely soaring into the hundreds of millions of market cap. This massive influx of demand has got the great, the one, the only person we worship around here, Alex Becker, into the actual niche of crypto. He says, going deep into the whole of AI cryptos. Should have a video releasing next week on them. He says, already deep in PAL and OXO. Now, we've been researching and investing in these exact tokens since they were about 1/10 of the current price, thanks to people like Crypto God John. And if you're wanting to get ahead and get those tip-offs way before they go mainstream, check out our Inner Circle. I'll leave the link in the description for you below. OXO are an AI smart contract auditor to make sure that there's no bugs in the contract for people creating projects. They also have an anti-rug AI. Their main product, however, is a privacy DEX. So they're trying to be Uniswap, but all trades being private. Now, OXO has been running with this new AI narrative. You can see it's gone from over 8 cents up to 18 cents in the last few days. However, it's only at a $182 million fully diluted market cap with 158 million currently circulating. The other token, which Alex Becker was talking about, who got it from Crypto God John, is PAL. And you can see this was the one that was up 190% on that original page over the last 7 days. It's gone from 10 cents just about 2 weeks ago up to 39 cents. A nice clean, almost clean 4x for you there. And their fully diluted value is 393 million. Market cap circulating is 312 million. Now, something like PAL is incredibly intriguing to me because we broke down PAL in our Inner Circle a couple of months ago, and I honestly didn't rate it very high. I downloaded their Telegram bot, I used it, I looked at their roadmap, and I'm like, it's okay. It's nothing crazy. I don't actually know who the users of this are and where they're actually going to be generating their revenues from, but it's at a $400 million market cap, which again, on this channel, everything seems to just be narrative based. And if you're sitting on the sidelines when these narratives come around, you're going to be losing a lot of money. Now, I know there's a lot of huge fans of PAL AI, such as my brother who really loves it. That's awesome. But this one for me was just a reinstatement of crypto is absolutely a narrative world. And when you've got AI listed in your name, your token's going to soar when the AI narrative comes around. But this project, Octaspace, is actually one of my favorites. And I feel like it's almost the inverse of PAL AI, where they don't put AI in their name. They're not incredible marketers, but they're really fundamentally focused on the actual project and what it does and building up that infrastructure so that when this huge demand needs filling, Octaspace are the people capitalizing on that. They say these services encompass a wide spectrum of capabilities, including but not limited to disk space for ML tasks, AI tools, image processing, of course, expanding to video processing, and rendering scenes using Blender. They currently have over 218 GPUs and over 1,439 CPUs available to be rented. And if you want to go really deep on them, they have an excellent white paper that you can come and go through. They're actually a proof of work chain, which I'm a really big fan of. So they say layer 1 that handles their account balances, service distribution, and staking rewards. And then they have a layer 2 chain, they call it a POA chain, which is an internal side chain which executes transactions during charger procedures to enhance efficiency. Of course, this is the scaling solution that makes it quick, and the proof of work chain makes it secure. They had no pre-mine, no pre-allocation. And again, we broke this down inside our Inner Circle in August, so I am actually invested in this one, and I've been waiting for it to take off for a while because I really loved it. And recently, it has been taking off with that AI narrative. However, the difference between something like this and Render, or even something like this and PAL, is that still only at a $52 million fully diluted market cap with a $28 million circulating market cap. And if this one really follows the trend of what other AI coins have been doing and getting to that 400 up to $1 billion market cap, you can still see a 10x or a 20x in this token. So this one's a personal favorite of mine, which I'm going to be holding. I'd love to know which AI coins you're currently looking at. If you could comment them below, I'd love you forever.